Between the years 1964 and 1965, French construction giants Dumais executed one of the most significant bridge projects in Africa at the time, a bridge over the Niger River from Asaba on the west bank and Onitsha in the east. The project, completed at the sum of £6.7 million by the administration of Prime Minister Tafawa Balewa, was typically a truss bridge made predominantly of structural steel and was inaugurated on the 4th of January 1966. The inauguration was the last official assignment of Prime Minister Balewa outside Lagos, as he was assassinated 11 days later in a coup d'etat. During the Nigerian Civil War that raged between 1967 and 1970, Biafran soldiers blew up the bridge to halt the advance of federal troops into Onitsha, effectively isolating them at the Asaba end of the Niger River. After the Civil War in 1970, Germany provided a grant of £116,000 towards the rebuilding of the bridge. The rebuilding was completed same year. Due to increasing urbanization and population growth, traveling on the single-lane Niger Bridge became a hellish affair, especially during the festive seasons, when the roads experienced a greater volume of traffic. At the peak of the gridlocks experienced on the bridge, motorists are sometimes trapped in their cars for hours, sometimes staying the night in never-moving traffic. A new bridge, which would be more expansive, was therefore deemed necessary. It was appropriately tagged the Second Niger Bridge. Construction giants Julius Berger got the nod to construct this project of immense significance, the main east-west connection within Nigeria. It quickly got permission to use the Onitsha River Port Complex as its administrative and operational yard. Though the bridge project was conceived in 2004 during the Olusegun Obasanjo regime, early works did not begin until 2014.
Today, for the groundbreaking ceremony of the Second Niger Bridge. You may recall that during my presidential campaign for the 2011 general elections, I promised the good people of the Southeast and Delta State that if elected president, I will ensure that the Second Niger Bridge is constructed. Today, I have come as a president who you voted into office to flag off this vital bridge project in order to move that solemn pledge from sincere promise to concrete reality.
And beyond the groundbreaking ceremony, physical work did not begin until the 1st of September 2018. As one of the legacy projects of the Buhari administration, the Second Niger Bridge is being built by the Federal Ministry of Works in conjunction with the Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority, a state-owned agency established with a mandate to manage funds set aside for investment in real and financial assets in strategic sectors of the economy. Each project of its stature, work on the substructure of the Second Niger Bridge was grueling and time-consuming. There are 25 2-meter diameter piles in each of the 3 axes of the bridge's navigation channel. It took 10 hours to cast each of the 25 piles. After that, the pile cap took 50 hours to cast. The length of the piles is 54 meters, which is approximately the same height as an 18-story building. To illustrate the size of the pile casing, Project Supervisor Oluwaseyi Martins who is 1.8 meters tall, stood inside one of the pile casings, yet his head didn't touch the top. Engineer Adeyemo Ajani is the Federal Controller of Works and Engineers Representative in Anambra State. He spoke on the piling and substructure phase of the project.
The substructure of this bridge, from the deck down, is what we call the substructure. That's the pier, the pile cap, and the pier, and the piles that we have driven into the heart. This one you are looking behind me is one of the bays that carries the navigational channel of this bridge. Navigational channel in the sense that this is where the ships are supposed to pass. You can see that the span is very wide. Yes. Each one, 3 of them are 150 meters. So, and the headroom, we are at the low tide now.
Yes.
During the high tide, you can see the brown coloration on the...
Yes, that's where the water gets.
It gets to, and it can rise between 10 to 12 meters at the peak of the rainy season. The piles that carries this axis of the bridge at this point, yes, we have 25 meters, 25 numbers of these piles, and each one is 54 meters. From the layman point of view, let me put it that way, it's about 80-story building.
After a few years of hard work, the substructure of the bridge is in place. Superstructure has also taken shape. I'm here at one of the pavilions of Road Yard 1, Second Niger Bridge, here in the industrial harbor area of Onitsha, Anambra State. And behind me, as you can see, is the much talked about Second Niger Bridge, nearing completion. This bridge was built to be delivered in February 2022, but problems such as COVID-19, the NSAS protest, and the IPOP sit-at-home protest conspired to push the delivery date to the last quarter of the year 2022. But the engineers have told me that nothing, absolutely nothing, will push the delivery date beyond the last quarter of this year. At 206 billion naira, Works and Housing Minister Babatunde Fashola Sam says it is the second most expensive road project embarked upon by the current administration, behind the Abuja-Kaduna-Kano Expressway.
It's one of the biggest, I think it's the biggest, now it's the second biggest in terms of projects under my watch. The Abuja-Kano is about 700 and something billion, because it's 375 kilometers of 4-lane carriageway with 41 bridges.
Apart from the 1.6 kilometer bridge, the contractor has been mandated to construct 10.3 kilometers of approach roads. The bulk of this was on extremely soft and swampy terrain. The construction of the road therefore required soil improvement mechanics, including vertical drainage and horizontal dam-based reinforcement and geotextile encased column (GEC). These techniques are a way of boosting the load-bearing capacity of the sand dams and accelerating settling. Works Minister Babatunde Fashola praised President Muhammadu Buhari for the progress of work on the Niger Bridge.
Whatever has happened there, the congratulations truly belong to Nigeria and the leader of Nigeria today, President Buhari, and everybody.
The minister is confident that the project will be delivered before the end of this year.
Second Niger Bridge will be delivered this year in the last quarter. And let me use this opportunity because I saw some statements credited to yes. It is correct but incomplete. The bridge portion will be completed. The link will be closed by April.
Okay.
But all of the connections to the roads that we drove through,
yes,
will finish by the last quarter of this year.
Approach roads.
Yes.
The Second Niger Bridge will certainly ease traffic on the old bridge and improve road safety and consequently improve the economy of the area. The bridge's parapets and railings are made of concrete, making it impossible to vandalize. Telecom cables have already been provided for on the bridge to ensure there is no need in future to dig up the bridge to bury telecom cables. We spoke with a cross-section of people in Asaba, Delta State, and Onitsha, Anambra State. They expressed joy at the construction of the bridge.
The day that we opened this Second Niger Bridge is a very, very good development. It will help a lot to congest this first River Niger there. There's a lot of traffic every day. We stuck on traffic here. I pray that God will make it, this bridge will be opened this year, so that all this suffering will be reduced.
It can help all of us who live in Nigeria here, because we know that this our Onitsha main market is the majority market. People are suffering because of no road, and we believe that where the bridge now pass, then we can help us. Even hold this hold up every day by day, we will reduce.
The Second Niger Bridge there, I go like the hold up go they easy for us where they drive bus. Two I go get, we don't already get new roads. This one go be old road now. We go like we say we go join now.
The government are trying. What they did for us is good. At least to limit the hold up that we used to suffer every day in this place. So I'm happy for what the government has done for us.
What we are seeing on ground now, that by His grace, the bridge will be completed. Automatically, it will give this place a very clear view. Everybody will be moving freely. This present bridge will have better space. The ones taking Umahia, Aba, and rest of the other side of the south will take the Second Niger Bridge. All the big trucks we are seeing there now on the traffic will naturally take that Second Niger Bridge. As a result, this place will be freer and better for you that use much more vehicles.
The Second Niger Bridge is good if eventually the project is complete. It's good, so that the go slow it will reduce from this one. Yeah, it's good. If it complete, it's good. It will be okay for us.
After many years of vacillating, with many Nigerians not quite sure this project would ever take off, the Second Niger Bridge has achieved 84% population rate. And Nigerians can look forward to the delivery of the project in the final quarter of the year 2022. From the east end of the Second Niger Bridge, otherwise known as the Onitsha end, Babajide Kolade Otitoju, TVC News.
BKO, history will be kind to President Muhammadu Buhari. History will be kind to Babatunde Raji Fashola,
yes,
the Minister of Works for this project. Going by the background you laid on this project, on this report, it was actually the groundbreaking ceremony was done by Goodluck Jonathan.
Yes.
After the groundbreaking ceremony, nothing was done again till 2018.
Yes.
So it's better we put it on perspective. It started again 2018 and it's going to be completed in 2022 October.
Yes, serious groundwork began in 2018. Environmental impact assessment, all of those ones they are done. Because this whole project started around 2004. It was conceived around 2004 by the Olusegun Obasanjo regime. But again, as we said, nothing concrete really happened.
Political willpower
until 2018 when this administration began serious work.
Muhammadu Buhari was determined, President Muhammadu was determined as part of his project that I want to finish this project.
He told the minister, look, you may have your own projects, but I have some projects that are dear to me. The Second Niger Bridge, the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, the Abuja-Kano. Those are projects that are dear to me.
Now, he must finish it before the end of his administration.
I want to make sure
he commissions it.
Yes. I don't think they can finish Abuja-Kano before the end of the administration, because they are rebuilding that one completely, and it has 42 bridges. So it's not easy. They can't finish that one, but they will finish this. they will finish Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. You know, so the president has done well. The approach roads, I'm even impressed about what they've done with the approach roads. 3 kilometers, you're approaching from Asaba to that to the bridge. 3 kilometers of asphalted road. Then 7.3 kilometers of from Onitsha to the Owerri interchange.
Because you know, when the report was going on, you said it's that right now, you know, before now we pass Asaba. From Asaba we link to Onitsha. Yes. Down with this the first Niger Bridge. But this one, if you don't have business in Onitsha,
no, you don't need to use the old bridge. If you they are going to construct a road from the Asaba airport to the new Second Niger Bridge. So it will now look like a bypass. People coming from Benin, people from different places, they don't need to go to, use the old bridge. They don't need to use the old bridge. So the traffic will be less on the old bridge. So people sleeping in traffic during Christmas and all that, it will be
the people going to Onitsha will go to Onitsha, and the people that want to, you know, move ahead with their journey.
Because this bridge is wide enough. They say they usually say 3 vehicles on one side. The bridge that I saw can take 4 vehicles on one side convenient. Look at it now. Look at it. So there is no, look at this side alone. Can't it take up to 4 vehicles?
I think this is one of the projects that, you know, I will always give credit to this administration.
Yes,
you cannot take it away from them.
We have criticized this government when it comes to the security situation. We have criticized this government when it comes to the economy. We've criticized this government when it comes to the value of the Nigerian currency. But one thing you cannot take away from this administration is that they've done exceedingly well when it comes to infrastructure. You know, apart from doing so well in railways, which is very heartwarming, because for a long time it seems that our railway was dead. One of the things they've done well is this network of roads and bridges. And then these are an iconic projects that will not only open up the economy, will ease pains of people. One of those projects is the Second Niger Bridge. I want to commend this administration for the doggedness and for trying to,
for the political will.
Yes, for the political will. Yes, to do it, because our brothers from the east have always complained of neglect, and this is a major project that will open up the east. Yes. It will promote business and ease of doing business, and the impact in the economy around that area, especially in Onitsha and Aba, cannot be overemphasized. So I want to commend this government for this.
So if you look at what Julius Berger is doing here, it's a novel.
Yes, Julius Berger is no doubt a construction company with a big name. Now look at what you are seeing. Look at what you are seeing on the screen. This is a barge. This is a barge pulling up to 10 concrete mixer trucks. It's pulling them. There's a tugboat in front that is pulling that barge. So they are going upstream to go and continue their casting. And this casting, when you imagine, can you imagine a pile casing? The diameter is 2 meters. Somebody can stand inside.
That's what that man did.
54 meters. The height of an 18-story building. That is what they are driving into the ground.
The height of an 18-story building.
Yes, that's 54 meters. That's
something
what
like this.
Yes, they are driving it into the ground to do.
And then they will not
so that they can provide.
And it takes 10 hours to make each.
Yes.
According to your report.
Yes. In the end,
look at.
Then the
wow.
Look at it. You can see they even measured the. So that will be driven into the ground and they will pour concrete.
18 stories.
So that the bridge can have a very good substructure. That's what they are doing.
Wow. Wow.
Look at him. He's standing inside it, and you can imagine somebody is 1.87 meters tall, standing inside it, and his head was not touching the roof. So
And if you look at what is involved, the number of people that will work on this site,
of course,
the employment,
more than 5,000 people at a time. Although the work is nearing completion now, so some of the people are no longer needed. You know,
but the number of people engaged for this project,
yes, at a point about 5,000 people. Then they also used, Julobaja tried something for the first time. It is called geotextile column, whereby they use textile material. They first lay textile material before now compacting the sand. You know, so with that, the moisture that is usually generated that damages road, this textile material will absorb it and ensure that the surface is protected, so that the road can last, and then it reduces the time that you spend on sand filling. They also, there's another one that they do whereby they bring this the pile casing. They will now put a bag, something like a jute bag, also made of textile material. They will pour the sand in it and drive it into the ground. When they drive it into the ground, they will vibrate it and remove the pile casing. When you stand on that point, you think you are standing on a stone. So in an area, maybe in an area like TVC now, they could have up to 100 of such that they've driven into the ground. So it protects the area where there's serious swamp. That is what they do. So when you are standing anywhere you are standing, it won't be like shifting
it's
sand.
also prevent erosion that at the edge.
Yes.
To the naysayers, there's nothing to say again.
No. This is
people used to say that these pictures were fake and all that.
This is obvious.
That's why I wanted to go there.
This is obvious. And I want to commend you for going there,
because see anything good.
It's important for us,
whatever the government does,
to accept when government has done something that is commendable. We have to give them credit. They've done very well.
206 billion naira.
The government and the Minister of
206 billion.
Yes, for doing this. This is very commendable. And like I said, it's a major game changer in the East, because Onitsha and Asaba are major commercial centers in the East, and this will ease will provide ease of doing.
It's not possible for you to be passing that first Niger Bridge without spotting this bridge.
No, you spot it far away. It is 1.7 kilometers downstream of the old bridge. So when you stand on the old bridge, you are looking at it at the other side. You are looking at it to the right of the old bridge. You are looking at it, and it's 1.7 kilometers if you measure the distance between the old bridge and the new one. Just looking at it, 1.7 kilometers. So it will look small to you, but the bridge is there.
Wow.
But many people have not gone there because it's positioned at the end, at the back of town. So, and some of the approach roads have been constructed on where Onitsha used to have their main refuse dump. So you can imagine the soil was already bad. That's how they had to use that geotextile.
And a land that's going to be tolled?
Yes, they've already constructed the toll.
I can't wait for October to come. Let's see the commissioning that in our lifetime, that this kind of monumental project can be.
And the beauty of it is in that
completed
that Owerri interchange. You see, they've done it in such a way that if you are going to Owerri, just turn to this side. You are going to, you know, the way it's very beautiful. You are standing and looking at the interchange. Very beautiful at that point.